Good morning, everyone. It is currently around 6:15 in the morning, and I am waiting for my train to take me to what people say is England's most underrated city. Now, it's around a 3-hour train journey from where I live, so let's go and see if it truly is England's most underrated city. Join me on my journey. So far so good on the train. It's going to take roughly around 3 hours, I believe. We left on time, which is a bonus. So all we had to do is sit here at the moment. I've just eaten my grapes, and we'll just sit back, relax, and enjoy the lovely view from the window. It's a lovely day. Okay, just over an hour into the journey now, and the weather, as you can see outside, is absolutely gorgeous. Not long to go until we get to England's apparently most underrated city. Well, if you couldn't tell by the station sign, we have made it to Durham. I've never been here before, so I'm really interested to see what it's like. Hopefully, I've heard very good things about it. As soon as I say that, there was a rat right in front of me, walking across the path I'm on. So that's a good start. But let's see how the city is. Wow, as soon as I got off the station, I'm greeted by this lovely church. Look at it. It's got to be a few hundred years old. Here's the road which goes into Durham. Lovely view. So when I go on these trips on my own, the first stop isn't the cathedral or the hotel, it's the Wetherspoons. So let's go and find that. Found the Wetherspoons, so let's go inside and have a look. So it's 10 to 10 in the morning, and I'm already on my third coffee. Free. That's the side effect of having to travel. You need to have a lot of coffee. Wetherspoon's done, so let's go and look around the city centre. Okay, let's go and have a look at the cathedral in Durham. Wow, would you just look at this cathedral? Probably 1,000 years old. Look at it, it still stands to this day. Well, it comes to these places, it really makes you appreciate the architecture that goes into these beautiful cathedrals. It's better than the modern crap we have today, of the boring standard flats and buildings that were built in the 60s architecture. Come to these places, it just makes you wonder how they built these things so long ago. It's amazing. So this cathedral, Durham Cathedral, is home to the shrine of St. Cuthbert, who is one of Christianity's most known saints. So just in the Durham cloisters, just outside the cathedral, this is actually where some of Harry Potter was filmed. See if you can recognise it. Okay, now we're done in the cathedral. Let's go and look around the city centre. Okay, just on a public footpath, having a walk next to the river and the cathedral. I've definitely had walks in worse places before. I think people in this country take for granted how nice this country is. I think, in my opinion, it is one of the most beautiful countries on the planet, and things like this really say why. Seeing all these things like this makes me, feel how lucky I am and how lucky we are that we live in a time where we're only 2 hours, 3 hours on the train away from amazing places like this and amazing scenery. The world is at our oyster and people really don't get out enough, and they really need to. Okay, just by Durham High Street, centre of the city. Okay, let's go and check in. Okay, let's see what £70 a night gets you in the Premier Inn in Durham. At least it works. That didn't do anything. Maybe I had to put the key card in. There we go. Okay, not too bad. I've definitely stayed in worse. Wow, actually very nice. Let's see the view. Not much of a view. Okay, bed, let's have a look. Yeah, pretty good. Can't complain. Bathroom, let's put a light on. There we go. Standard shower, standard toilet. That's all you need. Good morning, everyone. It is day 2 of the vlog, and we have left Durham and we have taken a trip to the nearby city of Newcastle. Now, I've never been here before, so let's have a look around. So, first impressions of Newcastle is it's not as good as I thought it would be. Let's hope it gets a bit better. Okay, ahead of me is Newcastle Cathedral, and also you can see in the background is the castle of Newcastle. So let's go and have a look at the cathedral. Here we are, the centre of Newcastle. Okay, that's Newcastle done. So let's head back to Durham. Okay, finally made it back to Durham after about a half an hour wait for the train. So, thoughts of Newcastle, it's not the best city I've been to in the world. The football stadium is nice, the bit by the river is nice, but besides that, I wouldn't recommend going there unless you have a reason to go there. I definitely recommend places more like Durham. There's definitely more to do here than there is in Newcastle. So I'm just here on a walk again, and overall Durham has been beautiful. It's been lovely. I definitely recommend, if you have the time, if you have the money, to come here and see it for yourself. But guys, definitely make sure you stay tuned to my YouTube channel, my TikTok, because this is just the first trip that I've got planned. In a couple months time I will be heading out of the UK. I will to an unknown destination at the moment, because I don't know exactly where I'm going to choose, but it's going to be somewhere around Scandinavia. So stay tuned for that, because that will be a very interesting trip. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's just going to be one continuous video, not split into 2 parts. So at the moment, just walking by the cathedral walls. As you can see, the cathedral up there. This is apparently one of the nicest walks in Durham, so let's continue the walk. And apparently we just went past England's most haunted pub. So just about 45 minutes now until my train home, and I'm just sitting in the city centre taking it all in before I go home. Okay, let's head back to the train station. So just at the train station now, waiting for the train home. So this is going to end the video. I'd just like to thank everyone who's watched, who's liked, who's followed, who's subscribed. As a new content creator, that means a lot. So we will definitely be doing more videos like this. I have some planned outside of the UK in a couple months. So stay tuned for that. And until then, see you soon.